Folks, thank you for joining me for another episode of your FIshcast Live. I'm, of course, your host, Dave, and we hope that you've achieved whatever altered mental state that you were hoping to achieve this evening. And thank you for joining me for FIshcast Live. We have a very special episode in store for you today. Give us a call. Let us know what you think. This is FIshcast, and what we do here is we assign points to fish, usually for very little reason and because we feel like it. And we like to have fun doing it too. So right off the top, I will go to a score recap. Now, as many of our avid Finns may remember, we had some serious score movement last week on FIshcast Live. The current leader is Mango with 53. Followed not so closely by Gordo with 38. Tied with Nooper with 38. Pooper with 34. Spike with 32. And Mike with 30. And Blooper, the heel of the tank, some say, not me, I would never say that, but I have heard it said that Blooper is the heel of the tank, and, you know, with a legendary call-in from our friend Queenie, shout out friend of the show, Queenie. Thank you for calling in. It appears as though your message definitely had an effect on Blooper. But he completely choked. I mean, under the pressure, could not handle it. Make sure to... You can roll it back to episode 9 if you want to see... The end of episode 9 if you want to see how Blooper just completely choked. He went from being, I think, tied with the lead or tied for second, all the way down to 28 points. Firmly in the rear. So it's an exciting fish show, ladies and gentlemen, and, you gotta be here to catch it live. That's all there is to it. (469-573-4388) is our phone number, and you can call us. We'll pick up, we promise. Come talk to all your friends in the tank. We're all Finns here. But first, right after the top of the show, I'd like to give a shout out to friend of the show, Andy Corbley, and the Good News Network for this fun story. And I'd like to dedicate this story to an OG fan, Finn of the show, Teresa, because this reminded me of her. A 94-year-old Englishman decided to have a go on the world's fastest zip line to raise money for his local hospice care. Great-grandfather of 4, David Aris, lost his beloved wife, June, to cancer 5 years ago. For the last few months of her life, she had been cared for by St. John's Hospice, which also provided end-of-life care for one of David's friends. Together, 94-year-old David and Mr. Kilby's 70-year-old widow, Norelle, took a trip to Zip World in Penrhyn Quarry, Wales, for a ride on the fastest zip line in the world that can reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. That's 160 kilometers per hour for our metric friends out there. The pair both looked to raise money for the hospice care that helped them at such an unhappy moment in their lives. I had heard of the zip line, but I didn't think to do it until Norelle mentioned it to me. David told the English news media SWNS. When we rang up to book in, and I said I was 94, they said I'm probably the oldest person to ever do it. They checked, and that turned out to be true. On the day, the zip line was all over and done in less than a minute. Because it was so fast, he added. I was nervous, but also excited, and I really enjoyed it. June had been supported by St. John's in the final 6 months of her life after her cancer became terminal. She and David had lived in the hospice for a few months before moving home and having hospice carers come to them for the last few weeks of June's life. Using the crowdfunding page Just Giving, the two elders have generated more than £10,000. Special thanks to our friend Andy at the Good News Network for that piece. And yeah, shout out to Teresa, because that's something that she would do. 469-573-4388. Give us a call. I'm standing by. Well, folks, what do you say we play a game, huh? Let's get, let's do some fish-tac-toe. It's been a minute since we played some fish-tac-toe. And who should we get to play? Spike and Mike, except I have a hard time telling between them. Let's do Spike and Pooper. That sounds like fun. Let me get that fish-tac-toe ready to go. Somewhere where Spike will actually perhaps swim. Does Spike hang out in the middle, or is... it's hard to say. Okay, yeah, that's Spike there. And the Spike is the uppermost one, I believe. And for this game, Spike will be represented by +1 coins, and Pooper will be represented by -1 coins. Let's see. Pooper has he's the whitemost belly and the roundest. Where is he? Is that him? I think that's Blooper. Mr. Rockwell says Blooper sucks. Well, I've got good news for you. If you caught the early part of the segment, Blooper is in the rear, sadly. And you got to catch the end of episode 9 to find out how that happened. But right now we're playing fish-tac-toe between Spike and Pooper. And because Spike is in the rear, I will let him go first. Let's see if he swims anywhere at all. The fish aren't always cooperative, folks. That's kind of what makes this a fun game. You know, you never know. Hit a score recap for those just joining us. Mango is still in the lead, followed not that closely by Gordo at 38, tied with Nooper. And right now we're playing fish-tac-toe between Spike and Pooper. And I'm waiting on Spike to move at all. Let's get the timer up. Oh. If you don't swim out of that center space and into another space, Spike, before the time elapses, I'm going to have to forfeit your turn to Blooper. Do fins count? Should fins count, ladies and gentlemen? You be the judge. Call in, let us know. He's just hanging out on the line. I don't know what to do about that. Come on, Spike, do something. The folks at home, dead air, dead air. Folks at home, waiting on you. Alright, because he swam totally in the middle, I'm going to give him the middle. He swam out of the middle and then back into it. So, we're going to give Spike a +1 coin for the middle there. And then now it is Pooper's turn. And we just need Pooper to swim into any square. Come on, Pooper. We're waiting on you. And finally, okay. We'll give that one up there, and then now it is Spike's turn again. And I need Spike to just pick a square, buddy. Any square at all. Any direction. He's doing it to taunt me. I know he is. He knows we're playing a game. I swear he can tell. First unoccupied space that the fish swims bodily into. That's the rules. Do spikes count? Do spikes count? Call in, let us know. (469-573-4388). That's our number, folks. Call in, give us a call. Spike, I'm gonna have to get the timer out on you again. You know I hate doing it. Timer's running. 53 seconds on the clock. Come on, Spike. What do we got? Oh, okay. Alright, we're going to give that to him. He wasn't quite all the way in the square, but he did bodily enter the square. And now it is Blooper's turn again, which, let's see. Ooh, okay. We're going to give him that bottom one because I think he went in there first. Wow, that was fast. Alright. Wow. So, either fish. Spike has got to leave his, Spike has got to leave his comforting coral. Spike's always hanging out in his comfort coral. But, come on, Spike. You gotta do something. Give the folks a show, huh? Give the folks a show. I'll do it, dude. You know I'll get the timer out on you. And if Spike forfeits this turn, and then Blooper takes that center right space, he wins. And as you all know, or as you may know, Fish Tech Toe is worth 7 points. So that's a pretty good. That's more than a trivia question. That's more than a call-in, you know. Oh, Spike, he's so close. He won't come out of the coral. He does not like leaving the shelter and safety of his coral. Oh, look at that. Okay. Alright, we're going to give him that top center. That's interesting. That's interesting. Spike, not sure about the strategy there, buddy, but so let's see what Blooper does. It's like he knew exactly what he was doing. And that, my friends, is how you play Fish Tech Toe 3 in a row. Let's give round of applause for Pooper. Round of applause for Pooper. I think he deserves it. He's now at 41, which means that he has eclipsed Gordo and Nooper at 38 and is now securely in second place, behind Mango with 53. Mango just has been killing it lately, you know. Unbelievable performance. Okay, so what let's do now is maybe give us a call. 469-573-4388. That's our number, and you can call it anytime you want. Just don't call us late for dinner. I think it's time for a round of... And at some point I will have a soundboard, I promise. But it's time for a game of Rock, Paper, Skis-Or. Come on, folks. Let me know in the chat. Let me know on the phone who needs to play Rock, Paper, Skis-Or. I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling funky. And it's not just the music. Let's see. Should we give Blooper a chance to redeem himself? I don't know. We gave him a chance last time and he completely trashed it. So. The fish show must go fish on. That's very good, Mr. Jones. I appreciate it. Let's see. Who should play who should play Rock, Paper, Skis-Or, folks? I'm thinking, let's break this tie between Gordo and Nooper. What do you say? And Rock, Paper, Skis-Or is worth 7 points. Let's get the paper, and the Skis-Or ready to go. Folks, give us a call, 469-573-4388. We're playing Rock, Paper, Skis-Or. Let's mix them up, shall we? Alright, and this is... Who did I say? Gordo versus Nooper. Alright. And, by a flip of the coin, Gordo's going first. FIshcast Live, what's your name? Where are you calling from, caller? You're on FIshcast Live.
Hello, this is Pamela. I'm calling from the State Department with some unfortunate news for regarding the legitimacy of some of your fish fleets. It has been made known to our sub-department called the Fair and Equitable Gaming Commission of Fish Fleets, that the notable eponymous Gordo has been embroiled in a doping scandal.
Well, this is news to me. I mean, you know, we drug test our fish before every season, so...
Well, he's been using fentanyl and seaweed.
I don't believe that seaweed is a performance-enhancing drug for fish.
Regardless, it's still against the Fishbone Park Lake Gaming Commission for Fair and Equitable Fish Fleet Treatment.
The Fishbone Park... Hold on. The name of your organization is the Fishbone Park Lake Athletic Association Commission for the Equitable Gaming of Fish Fleets?
And Fair Treatment of Fish Fleets. It's long. It's a long name.
That does sound very official, actually, now that you say that.
It is. So I was hoping to kind of spring this on Gordo and catch him unaware. So if you wouldn't mind miking me into the fish tank,
all right,
and
folks.
I can read him his Miranda rights.
Well, you heard the lady. We're gonna have to pause Rock, Paper, Skis-Or just for the moment, because, and my production assistant tells me that you are now mic'd up into the tank and Gordo can hear you, but it looks like Gordo's hiding right now, which is maybe a sign of guilt, you know?
Yeah. Hello, Gordo. This is Pamela from the State Department, sub-department known as the Fishbone Park Lake Fair and Equitable Gaming Commission for the Fair and Equitable Treatment of Fish Fleets.
Look at Gordo, he's hiding back there. He doesn't want to talk to you.
How Well, I would like to know. The people would like to know. Have you been using fentanyl and seaweed and reefer?
Reefer. Ha.
I will take his and fentanyl.
Fentanyl,
Yes,
seaweed, and reefer
yes,
is
yes.
okay. Oh, that's great. Well, listen,
Thank
yeah,
you, thank
Gordo
you.
is making himself pretty scarce, so it sounds like he's trying to dodge the allegations. But
Well, then we'll have to take him into custody,
oh no,
unfortunately,
please
later
don't,
after the show.
please don't take any of my fish leads into custody. I'll tell you what. Here's what we can work this out, Pamela. You said you're from the Department of State. Why don't you just go ahead and type up, a letter describing your allegations of fentanyl, seaweed, and reefer, and just attach any supporting evidence. And why don't you just mail that down to the number 0, Fishbone Lane, Fishbone Park Lake, Utah. You got that?
All right. Yes, I did. Give me the zip code on that.
One moment. And hold on, I just gotta look it up real quick. That is zip code 84152.
All right. Thank you. You will be hearing from us. I don't know why I chose to call in instead of just bringing it on you. Now I've warned you.
Springing it on me is a lot more fun, actually. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, folks at home, this is crazy. Doping scandal, serious allegations about Gordo, the noted economist. I did not know he was an economist.
Oh, I said eponymous.
Oh.
Which doesn't apply. I just wanted to use a word.
Okay, all right. Well, Pamela from the State Department, thank you so much. Wait, hold on. Before you go, listen, would you like to win 5 points for the fish of your choice?
Absolutely. Well,
Okay.
actually, am I allowed to participate? That might be I might be not seen as
make
fair
an
and equitable.
exception. Come on. It's details.
All right, as long as you don't report this to my boss, my higher up.
Listen, I don't think anyone at the Department of State watches this show. So, I think we're safe.
Oh, you would be surprised.
Would I be surprised? Well, I know
Yes,
that the Fishbone Park Lake Athletic Association is, I mean, we're the premier fish athletic association.
You are, and that's why your fish should be held to a high standard.
Oh, definitely.
I'm really surprised as to how Gordo made it past your very rigorous testing.
Well, yeah,
But you know,
it's very upsetting.
they find out all sorts of ways to get around it. Which one's the surgeon fish? Is that Gordo?
That Gordo is the surgeon fish. Yeah,
he's gonna have a malpractice lawsuit as well.
Oh no, you just wait. Hold on, Pamela. You just tacked that on when you found out he was a surgeon fish.
No, I did, but the thing I'm starting
to hold on. Stop. Look, excuse me. I'm starting to detect some serious anti-Gordo bias in your organization, and I think that you're part of. I think that you should take that back.
Oh well, I can't. It's already out there.
Goodness.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have to say. But I will answer a trivia question to take 5 points away from Gordo.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, we got to run, Pamela. We got another caller, but thank you so much for calling it. Hey, you're on FIshcast Live, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello. This is FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm retracting my name, but this is Gordo's dealer, and I just want to say that lady from the State Department is totally wrong. She doesn't buy any of that stuff off of me, so she's wrong. She didn't have a warrant.
There you go. All right, folks. Hey, listen, I'll take his word for it. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. So we have it on good authority that Gordo didn't buy any seaweed or reefer or fentanyl. So, I mean, that makes me feel better. I like hearing that. I like hearing that. Yeah, justice for Gordo, guys. Justice for Gordo in the chat. Can we help him out? Jeez, all these. I don't like it when big government organizations think they can come and just tell fish how to play their sports. I don't like it. Now, where were we? Oh, rock, paper, skeezor. That's right. And I believe we were playing rock, paper, skeezor between Gordo and Nooper for 7 points. And Gordo is up first. Man, can you believe the State Department would do something like that? And it looks like Gordo likes paper. All right, so that's paper and paper from Nooper. So that's a wash. So it's Gordo's turn again. And I'm going to move these again. That's right, the Nintendo lawyers. Wait till they hear about this. As a matter of fact, someone type up an email and tell Nintendo that I'm improperly using their copyright. I want the internet to hear about it. Post it on Reddit. Who would win, Nintendo lawyers or Reddit? That's a great question. Call in, let us know. 469-573-4388. Gordo, I'm gonna need you to come out here and select something, buddy, or I'm gonna have to, you know, run the timer on you. You know I don't want to, but I might just have to. Timer's running. Come on, Gordo. Pick something. Where do you even go? He's hiding again. You know, I think the allegations really shook Gordo off his game today. He was very athletic and energetic and looked on top of it earlier. And now he's hanging out in the back, you know, he's hiding in the coral. You know, I think he's trying to dodge. Okay, all right, he's back. He's out. He's backing out. Let's see. Gordo, come on, pick something. Let's see what you got. He apparently doesn't like that rock. We're gonna have to forfeit this round. You got 8 seconds, Gordo. Come on, do something. Do something. Oh man, Gordo's playing scared, ladies and gentlemen. He's playing scared. All right, we're gonna have to. I mean, I have no other choice, really. We gotta forfeit that and give it to. Nooper gets those 7 points. And now he's in second. It probably is because of the false allegations. I can't believe, you know, the State Department. Oh, the timer's still running. Turn that off. All right. Round 2. Gordo and Nooper, let's go. Maybe I need to put him like more over here-ish so he'll actually swim by them. And it looks like Gordo picks rock. Gordo picks rock, and that's Nooper. Nooper picked skeezor, so that means that Gordo wins that round. Man, that went fast. Looks like he's coming out. You know, Gordo's back in action. Here we go. It's hard to keep a good fish down. Let's give Gordo those 7. And this is the final round of rock, paper, skeezor. Final round, ladies and gentlemen. Final round of rock, paper, skeezor, and let's see what Gordo picks this time. Very tense. This is a tense. You know, they're tied at 45 for second place, and this 7 would put them at 52, 1 behind the leader, Mango. Where's Nooper at? Well, we're waiting on Gordo again. Man, he keeps hiding. I guess we're just gonna have to keep doing it to him. Come on, Gordo, don't let the timer elapse on rock, paper, skeezor. And we're waiting on Gordo yet again. Oh, and he comes from the back. He hits paper. Awesome. With just 34 seconds to spare. And let's see what Nooper gets up to. Is that Nooper? I don't believe it is. That is not Nooper. He does not have a white tummy. That's Nooper there. Come on, buddy. Oh. Hard to say. He didn't really hit. And there's Rock. Paper beats Rock, which means that Gordo is the winner. Gordo is the winner. And that takes him to 52 points. Look at that. We got Mango, we got Gordo right there. That's a close game, folks. Gotta be here. You gotta be here for it. You gotta watch it live. And this has been Rock, Paper, Skizor. Thanks for playing, folks. Thanks for sticking around. We're just hanging out with our fins here in the tank, you know. Having a good time. Feeling the groove. I feel it. It's time for another piece of good news. Let's see what our friends at the Good News Network have for us. The world's largest 3D printer is building cozy homes in the woods. By Andy Corbley. At the University of Maine, one of the world's largest 3D printers is using sawdust from the state's lumber industry to 3D print cozy wooden cabins. It's part of a move towards making 3D printing faster and more sustainable in a state where the housing shortage that has metastasized in most states around the country is dire. It is thought that 80,000 new homes will be needed over the next 5 years to keep pace with demand. And though it takes years for building codes to be changed, the technicians at the Advanced Structures and Composites Center at the University of Maine hope their new toy can help address this need. Guinness World Records certified the machine at ASCC as the world's largest prototype polymer 3D printer, capable of creating a 600 square foot house, 96 feet in length, 36 feet in width, and 18 feet tall, entirely out of a bio-based material at a rate of 500 pounds per hour. In 2022, it could print the walls, floors, and roof of the house in just 96 hours. That's pretty fast. But the ACSS has been refining the design with hope of doubling the printing speed and getting it down to 48-hour timeline. Wow, doubling. When they're doing concrete, they're only printing the walls. Habib Dayar, the executive director of the ACSS told CNN. The approach we've taken is quite different from what you've seen and you've been reading about for years. Indeed, the Good News Network has reported on a fair number of 3D printing projects, but most, if not all, involve printing only the walls. One fantastical exception is an Italian firm that is 3D printing domed, beehive-like modular concept homes, inspired by the Great Enclosure in Zimbabwe. The ASCC is calling the house design the Biohome 3D, and says it's rare people who tour the concept version don't ask when they can have one up. The interior gives the feel of a modern Scandinavian wooden cabin, making it fit well with the Maine aesthetic. The ASCC is now doing work on how to incorporate conduits for wiring and plumbing Exactly where an architect would want them, says Dyer. And that is good news. Thank you, Andy. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our number. Give us a call. Have you been watching the score action? Can you believe the moves that have been made? Blooper's still in the rear. I guess we gotta help him out, folks. Call in and help out Blooper. He needs the help. Mango doesn't need the help. Gordo doesn't need the help. Look at that, 53-52. It doesn't get any closer than that. This is a close game, folks. It's anybody's season. We're not even done. So we got Mango, Gordo, Nooper, Pooper, Spike, and Mike, with Blooper in the rear. And maybe we need to play a round of Coin Jest. Pamela from the State Department kept saying they in a weird tone, indicative of a similar us versus them vibe known to plague the fish versus cat communities. Oh, what is this? Okay, so there's a bit of a ruckus. There's some controversy going down, ladies and gentlemen. The belief among the masses appears to be, as I see it, it appears to be that Pamela from the State Department, who brought the allegations against Gordo and his doping allegations, the belief is that perhaps she was a cat person. Shocking stuff. A completely baseless and unfounded rumor, by the way, just like Gordo's allegations of doping. Baseless and unfounded. I have yet to see any evidence for it. 469-573-4388. Give us a call. Call now. I'm listening. What are you thinking about? What are you talking about? We want to know. We just want to hear from you. You know, we've been thinking about you. We wanted to let you know we were thinking about you. You know, all your friends back home. You know, they ask about you all the time. Did you know that? Friends from church. They're always asking about you. All right, it's time to call in and answer this trivia question. You ready? You ready? The name for this news agency means peninsula, referring to the Arabian Peninsula. Anybody got the answer to that one? Call in, let us know, 469-573-4388. There's going to be 5 bonus points on that one, so you can assign 10 points to the fish of your choice if you call in right now with the answer. Folks, this is FIshcast Live, and I'm your host, Dave. And what we do here is we assign points to fish, where the points are pretend, but the friendship is real. Mango sighting. Mango doing the gangster lean. Here he comes. All day, every day. Always leave the folks wanting more. God, that Mango, he's a really charismatic fish, isn't he? Well, folks, this is FIshcast Live, and I'm your host, Dave, and man, if you don't call us, we might just have to call you. Let's see. Who are we going to pick on this week? Oh, now this will be fun. Let's see here. Let's see if they pick up. They might not. and none of that went in. Okay, here we go. It's ringing.
Hello.
Hey, this is FIshcast Live caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're live on FIshcast Live. Oh no. Let's try that again.
Hey, this is Mary Brown. Please leave me a message.
Oh, sent to voicemail. It's okay. Mary, we were thinking about you, and we just wanted to let you know. We hope you're doing well. Here on FIshcast Live. I'm your host, Dave. Give us a call, folks, 469-573-4388. Hey, this might be fun. Let's try this. Hey, you're live on FIshcast Live, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, yeah, this is Johan calling in from Beaumont.
Johan
Texas.
from Beaumont. Good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing excellently. Thank you. Doing excellent. How's it going?
Going okay. We've been having some score moves. You've been watching the show?
A lot of action.
A lot of action today.
Action. Yeah.
We got Mango followed by Gordo. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Mango's
Mango's
Gordo,
in the
Nooper.
lead.
Mango's in the lead with 53, and then Gordo's right behind him with 52. And then we have Nooper with 45 in third. So it's
Has
anybody's
Mango ever
game.
been in the lead?
I don't know. Maybe, but he's never broken 50 before, to my knowledge. So that's a show first.
Score inflation.
Score inflate, of course.
Yeah, it's like grade inflation. Just, the numbers get bigger over time. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. But,
Well, this is FIshcast Live. None of the points mean anything.
Okay. I mean, but some people
they're all
have
made
alleged, that some of the refs might be on the take.
And who would allege such a thing? Baseless
I mean,
rumors?
I don't know. They're baseless, unfounded internet rumors. You know how it is.
Yeah, internet rumors are not to be trusted.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear it on the internet. I heard it on the radio.
You heard it.
I heard
about
on
FIshcast on the radio. Is that right?
Well, I heard on George Norrie there was somebody calling in. Could be anybody, but he said that FIshcast, that some people were saying there were rumblings that some people were mad about, certain bets that didn't go the right way, and they're just saying it might be rigged, might be fake.
Oh, really? Well, did you happen to catch the call from our good Finn Queenie?
Oh no, did Queenie call in again today?
Not again today, no. But last week she did, and then Blooper just completely choked.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, Queenie was very entertaining. All your friends are entertaining. All your callers are entertaining.
Oh
Jim
yeah,
Bob
hey,
is entertaining.
we run an entertaining show here. This is FIshcast Live,
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about.
We give you what you pay for.
Yeah.
Come on.
But anyway, so I wanted to mention, so that's pretty amazing that Mango's in first place. And I wanted to mention I like that story about the 3D printed house.
Yeah, wasn't that nice? That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah,
No,
it seems like they're
right up my alley.
mixing sawdust with some kind of like binding agent glue.
Yeah, well, it's some kind of modern geopolymer, and you just mix it with some kind of sand abutment, something you can some water activated grout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can probably sort it out. But what's cool about it is, I mean, that's an invention that we could use out here on the ranch. I think.
out at Armadillo Industries.
Armadillo Industries Ranch. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, the
okay.
Industries, it happens to be, headquartered
Sure.
and situated, sited on the ranch.
Right, of course.
But the ranch has been in my family for 4.5 generations.
Is that right? That's pretty impressive. Good for you.
Yeah.
Glad you're
Yeah,
hanging
four
on
and a half
to it.
generations. Because my great grandfather was a midget. So that's why it's only
Oh,
four
is
and a
that
half
why he's a half generation?
Yeah. But he held the ranch down all by himself, though. I mean, it was a dangerous time.
That's impressive,
Yeah.
4
Very
generations
impressive.
ago. Let's see, that was cowboy days, wasn't it? So
He staked his claim, and you got to imagine how tough it is to defend from pirates, from Indians, from bandits, whenever
From the
you're only
Union Army.
4'3". Yeah, I mean, shoot, they were crawling all over this place.
That's right. Oh wow, well, that's very interesting. That's cool. Well, good for you for keeping the ranch alive. We really like hearing that. That makes us happy here at FishCast Live. We like
And
hearing
I believe
about
the answer
successful
to your
ranches.
question, if I'm not mistaken, the answer to your question about the trivia question about the broadcaster there, which is Arabic for the peninsula. Am I right in thinking that is Al Jazeera?
Oh, you're exactly right. Wow, wonderful. And
there you go.
5 bonus points on that, and so you get 10 points to the fish of your choice, Johan.
Okay.
Who do you wanna apply it to?
Okay. So what's Gordo at right now in the rankings?
52 out of 52 to 53. See that?
So I guess I can split it up.
You can.
So who's trailing though right now?
Blooper's really hurting. In fact, if you showed Blooper some love, we'd appreciate it. At 28.
But that's not what I asked. I said who's trailing.
Well, he's in the
He's
absolute rear. Blooper
okay.
is.
All right. Well then, yeah, you did say that. Okay, cool. I want to give 5 points to Gordo and 5 points to Blooper.
Look at that. That's really nice of you, Johan from Beaumont, Texas. Look at that.
Yeah.
Blooper's back in the game. He's tied with Spike, and he leapt over Mike. Mike is in the rear, and just like that, because of your efforts, Gordo is now in the lead with a 4-point lead. Very impressive.
Well, maybe he'll forgive me for taking those 5 points away from him the other day, because
yeah, maybe so.
I gave them all back, so we're back to square one, where
That's
everything
true.
is square, so it's all good.
Where everything's a square. We're gonna have to ask. We'll ask Gordo about that, But it's been kind of a big day for him with the allegations and whatnot, right? I mean.
Oh, I heard about those scurrilous rumors about the doping, but I mean, what's the nature of some kind of regulated performance-enhancing drug that a fish in an aquarium could even take? My mind boggles just trying to understand the nature of this scandal.
Well, here's the deal.
Supposedly breaking.
And this is what I just can't get over, is that you're accusing reef fish of taking reefer. I mean, I feel like that's just part of their environment.
Well, it is a performance-enhancing drug.
I suppose the seaweed I understand, and the fentanyl. We don't need to be having fentanyl, but is that even a performance-enhancing drug? I mean, it can't be.
I mean, reefer's a performance-enhancing drug if you just want to enhance your munchies.
Oh, right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Very good.
Enhance your appreciation of music.
Yeah.
It
does seem to do that for sure. For sure.
Anyway, no,
Mr. Jones in the chat is asking us if we know a dog named Leroy. Johan, do you know a dog named Leroy? Looks kind of like Petey from Little Rascals.
I may be acquainted with a dog that fitting that description. Yeah.
I believe that I may be acquainted with a dog fitting that description as well.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a good pup.
As a matter of fact, I have word from my dog scientist that he's in fact too good of pup.
Hey, I'm on the phone, but give me 1 second. Hey, sorry about that.
Listen. Well, Johan, do we need to run?
Yeah. I guess I'll tell you about some of my invention ideas next time.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I got more.
Sounds like you got to run, but thanks for calling, Johan, and we'll see you next week, huh?
I appreciate it. All right, I'll be there.
Okay. Johan from Beaumont, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for calling. Thank you all for calling in. Oh, let's see. 469-573-4388. You know, do you wanna impact these rankings at all? Do you think you've got what it takes? Oh. FIshcast Live, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Gerbithan from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Gerbithan from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Well, it's so nice to hear from you, Gerbithan.
Yeah.
Seems like we might have a family of y'all going, you know. Are you acquainted with various other Gerbithas across the United States?
What is this name that you're talking about?
Gerbitha? No, you're right. Excuse me. That's a completely different name. You wouldn't be familiar with them, would you?
Sounds kind of like a crazy name. I'm not even sure that sounds like a name at all.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, that's great. Gerbithan from Cranberry Township, how are you doing this evening?
Hey, man, I'm all right. I wanted to try and answer the trivia question, but first I wanted you to repeat it because I don't think I heard it real well.
Okay. The name for this news agency means peninsula, referring to the Arabian Peninsula. That was the open question, but Johan claimed the bonus 5 points already. But I'll give you the regular 5 points if you're able to answer it.
Well, what's the bonus 5 points from?
It was a first caller bonus. It's like call now, and it's like an infomercial, right?
Okay. Okay. Is it the Peninsula?
Yes, actually, the Peninsula.
Al
Yes.
Jazeera.
Oh, very good. Wow, Gerbithan from Cranberry Township. You must know Arabic.
I mean, I know the.
The.
I know the.
Wait.
I was like, is it called the Peninsula? Oh, I don't know what Jazeera means.
Wait, what? All right. Okay. So you just know what the means in Arabic, and that's what clued you in?
Yep.
Okay, whatever,
It's called Al Jazeera. That must be the one.
Well, very good, sir. I gotta say, it's...
That, and I don't know the names of any other Arabic channels or radio stations.
That's also true. Yeah, I don't personally either, to be honest with you. But listen, that's 5 points to the fish of your choice, Gerbithan.
Hey, I feel bad about the whole thing about Gordo, and obviously we gotta wait until more details come to light. Don't want to get on a condemnation bandwagon, but also if he's really been doing the things that apparently the State Department concerned that he's been doing, I want to let the investigation go through, and then whatever, make judgment whenever all the facts are known.
Oh, I definitely agree with you. That's a great point. We need to do our best to reserve judgment, I think.
I say he looks like a guilty fish.
Okay, well, so that kind of goes that flies in the face
of
the first thing you said.
He's been acting like a guilty fish tonight, but no, we should wait until the investigation runs its course, all the facts come in, et cetera, et cetera.
I definitely agree with that, Gerbithan, and thank you for saying that. And also, by the way,
quit doing such kind of guilty doings afterwards, then he might, do a little bit better in that court of public opinion.
Well, I will give you that one, Gerbithan, because it did appear while the allegations were being made from the State Department, he did seem to hide himself, as though it were in shame.
And, in shame, or perhaps, somebody mentioned in the chat, maybe he was destroying evidence or something like that. I have no evidence that he was destroying evidence, you know what I mean? But, there were a lot of things that he could have been doing right after those allegations were made, and he did not appear and confront them directly.
That is definitely true, sir. That's definitely true and correct. And, I just don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to go on, I guess we're just gonna have to play the season, and we'll put an asterisk next to any records that he puts, right? Kind of like how they did with was it Sammy Sosa or Barry Bonds?
Yeah, because cork batting and bat corking and whatever, I don't know, I guess steroid drugging, maybe perhaps as well,
Yeah,
or some
steroid
combination
use.
thereof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because testosterone is
Hits them
technically a
baseball.
performance-enhancing
Hits
drug.
them baseballs awfully far though.
Still had to hit the ball, is what I say. You know.
Yeah.
So what? He was juiced. Still had to hit the ball.
So what do you think about that mutant league? They're talking about making a mutant league.
Oh, I'm into it, and I don't even really like Peter Thiel. I think he's kind of a dork. But
I feel like he should be sacrificed to the mutants at the whatever.
yeah.
Throwing out the first pitch or
Okay,
whatever.
so now that's cool. That's a cool idea, right? Like the opening event or whatever is whoever tears out his heart first. Like you get gold medal in that event or something.
Well, and so he's got the vampire blood thing going on. So I can only assume that if somebody ate his heart, it would probably have all kinds of good vampire blood stuff going on.
Hold on, he's got the what?
The vampire blood thing, vampire blood, immortality, vampire blood situation.
Okay, well, listen. This is a respectable fish program, and so I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to allow you to just,
Hey, man, ask your conspiracy-minded brother whether or not this is the case. You have a conspiracy-minded brother, correct?
I mean, don't we all?
We do, or an uncle or some such. Anyway, ask him if this is correct, because he will have known at this point.
He will have known.
Homeboy, he will have known weird vampire stuff that Homeboy is into.
Well, listen, I mean, so that's all well and good, and this is like a comedy program at the end of the day, and so no one should be suing it.
No, it's an important news program / fish sport.
So it's a fish comedy parody program, and no one should be suing anybody. But so I could just because I feel
Nintendo,
like
I saw that Skizor.
Dude, don't tell Nintendo about Skizor, please. Okay, it's like a bad pun. It's not even funny. It's like a bad pun.
Okay.
It's not even actually a joke. It's just it's like a reference. It's like Reddit humor, honestly. I'm a little ashamed of it in hindsight.
It's definitely not something you want to lose millions of dollars over.
I mean, really, I don't. So.
How much does this little fish league generate, by the way?
Well, I mean, we're a privately held corporation, so. But I will say that we are cash flow positive.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. If somebody wanted to get involved in like fish sports, how would they go about it?
Why? What you'd do exactly what you're doing right now. You'd call 469-573-4388, and you'd help. You're participating. You're playing the game right now. So.
I mean, what if you wanted to get invested in fish sports?
Oh well, what you do is you type up a prospectus, and send it on to the number 0. Fishbone Lane, Fishbone Park, Lake, Utah.
What if I want to come up with a competing fish sports league?
I mean, ask the WFL how they're doing.
I don't even know what that stands for.
Yeah. So.
Is that Worldwide Football League?
I mean, I don't actually know either, but
I know
The Rock invested in it. I think it was The Rock.
Oh, XFL, the one that the like wrestling guy.
Oh yeah, XFL. Maybe that's what World Football League. I swear there's been a WFL at some point. Anyway, it's not important. Look.
Women's Football League?
Well, that's just silly. That's called the Lingerie League, sir. Which is a real thing. You should not look up because it's not at all entertaining. It's like worse somehow.
You know what's better than that though is the one with the puppies.
The one
I guess
with
they're
the
selling
puppies.
Bud Light, maybe. Yeah. Puppy bowl.
Okay, well, that sounds really nice actually. So listen, Gerbethan, anything you want to say before we gotta run?
Hey, Mango the fish though. He good.
Mango the fish. Well, he is good, and he's been leading, but actually, I might get some calls of some unfairness this evening because we only had versus games. So actually, Gerbethan, we gotta run. I gotta run one. Thank you for calling in, though. We appreciate it. But I have got to play one round of Coin Jest so that all of the fish can get a chance to score. Because we've only played versus games this evening, and I don't think that's right. So what we're going to do is let's get that timer up. Well, let's get the coins first. And you know what else we're going to do? Where's it at? The Ultra Mega Coin. I'm going to put it somewhere obscure so it, like, almost nobody gets it. Ultra Mega Coin. And cue up that PS1 music. Billy Bob. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. I like that better. You guys like this song? I like this song. Alright, let's start that timer. I lost the timer. There it is. 60 seconds starts now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Alright, Fish, go. Go Fish. And Pooper. Pooper with 5. Give it to him. Who else? Who else wants a piece? We got a badass. We got a plus 15 coin going on. Ultra Mega Coin. Who's gonna hit that Ultra Mega Coin? Come on, guys. Give us a plus 5 or a minus 5. Get some action going on. Oh, look, they all turned around. It's like they could smell that minus coin. And let's 5 for Blooper. Give it to him. Oh, and minus 5. Blooper, no! You played yourself. Two, one. Alright, well, there you have it, folks. We do have some modicum of fairness here at Fishbone Park Lake Studios. Let's hit a score recap. So, Blooper didn't actually move his score because he got plus 5, minus 5, which I thought was really funny. But in the lead, we have Gordo with 57, followed by Mango with 53, followed somewhat closely by Pooper with 46, Nooper with 45. Blooper and Spike are tied at 32, and Mike is pulling up the rear at 30. And those are the standings. That's why you gotta catch it live, folks. You gotta catch it live, you know. But unfortunately, it's that time again where I have to let you go. But I just wanted to tell you all, and make sure that you're aware that we here at FIshcast Live, we're proud of you. And we think highly of you, and all the things that you're doing. We're just really proud of you. And I think that you just keep doing what you're doing. It's working. It may not feel like it's working. You may not see it working, but that doesn't mean it isn't. So, chin up and keep your fists up, And you know where you can always find your friends? Here in the tank. We're here for you when you need us. Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. Here on FIshcast Live. And, hey, just wanted to say we love you. And we're thinking about you. For FIshcast Live, I'm Dave, and signing off.